انت اللي هي انت ضد التطبيع ولا مع التطبيع؟
مع يمين
مع اسرائيل.
ضد التطبيع او مع التطبيع. والله شوف، حاليا لا.
حاليا لا.
حاليا لا، لان الوضع بيسمح.
Immediately no.
What is okay? Immediately no, not
No.
anti-normalization.
Why?
ليش؟ في عدة اسباب.
For many reasons. For many.
Oh, okay. So you're saying for now it's okay to deal with Israelis for money, and then what? After what?
He didn't say the reasons. We're gonna hear.
Okay.
معيش ادفع له على
الاسباب انك ليش ضد التطبيع؟
يعني مش
عادي،
عارف.
احكي رايك يعني خذ راحتك. Speak your mind.
اللي بحكي معك واحد اشتغل عند اليهود 30 سنة.
He worked in Israel for 30 years.
خلص
هلا اليهود قد ما يعني ياخذوا منك بضلوا بيسحبوا شغلات كثيرة. ما بعدوش احكي لك. اليهود ما بتأمن لهم شيء.
Really?
بتأمن لهم اليهود ما بتأمن لهم. لو انك عامل له زاوية له 7 شمعات. كانوا قالوا غزة ريحة، بعدين صاروا بدهم ايش؟ صاروا يسحبوا في هاي القدس راح. ما فيش فيها شيء، القدس كله راح. نحن نتحملش نفسي هذا الشغل احنا. فهمت؟
اوكي، هذا هو رايك.
رأيي انه
إيش الحل؟
مش سهلين، مش الحل.
حل مستقبلي.
الحل المستقبلي هم يعطونا زي ما بده الرئيس تبعنا ابو مازن 67، فيش مشكله. ياخذوا يعطونا 67، الناس كلها متفقه على هذا الموضوع اللي هو الحل. ياخذوا 48 واحنا ورا رئيسنا ابو مازن 67. هذا احسن حل.
He wants a state, Palestinian state. This is the. But after that, I'm gonna tell you. Okay. Now.
يعطونا 67 زي ما بده الرئيس تبعنا. رئيسنا بيطالب في 67، يعطونا 67.
They want a state
واليهود بتماطل. ليش بتماطل؟
on 67 borders. As the President Mahmoud Abbas wants. And he say that Israel is delaying this for another plans, and they draw the lands of Jerusalem, and they will not be Muslim Jerusalem or Arabic Jerusalem. So in the future state, you know?
You're saying that Israel will take the land of Jerusalem?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Now, but what about? Let's just go back to anti-normalization.
Anti-normalization, his talk sounds negative. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Say the truth. It's okay.
That the Jewish man take as much as give as much as take. He draw everything for his interest.
Okay.
From the man.
يعني
This is
بقولوا
open.
نتنيم لقيم فلو نتنيم. هاي بعبريت بقول ترجمت لك اياها. لقيم لو نتنيم، هذا غلط.
This is the stereotype it exists here. So.
Okay, but
لقيم بيوتر
هم لقيم ولو نتنيم.
Okay.
but normalization we'll get to
التطبيع.
اوكي، انت اشتغلت 30 سنه.
أيوة.
تعتبره تطبيع هذا ولا لا؟
تطبيع هذا مفيش مشاكل، بس لحد معين. في لحد معين.
ايش هو الحد المعين؟
هلا احنا اذا نقول مكملين بعضينا كنا بالاساس. احنا واليهود زمان كنا نشتغل ومبسوطين وعايشين، مش عشان لا، السلطه كمان منيحه بتحفظ لك الامن مكفي.
حبش انت بدي احكي رايك يعني.
انا لا مش سائل لا احضر ولا احضر، بس ليش احضر؟ هلا بس احنا بالاول كنا عايشين مبسوطين، مزبوط، تروح تنزل وين ما بدك. هلا هم عملوا جدار، هيك هم فسخوا عنا.
We have been in a good relation and semi-normalized relation, but they built a wall, so they want to separate themselves.
هلا هون بقولوا بدهم سلام، ما عنديش مشكله، اي واحد بحب، كل العالم بتحب السلام، في عالم بحب الحرب ولا واحد، مين ما كان يكون.
All the people love
فيش
peace.
حدا
of course.
فيش حدا بحب.
So what does normalization mean to them? What does it mean, normalization?
ايش يعني التطبيع بالنسبه لك؟ التطبيع
انا عم هو مفهومي التطبيع انه يصير علاقاتنا منيحه معهم، انه يعني احنا نروح عندهم يجوا عندنا، يصير علاقات تجاريه.
Have good relations. Okay.
هذا اللي بعرفه انا. عواد فهم هاي اللي بعرفه.
احنا بدنا رايك يعني طبعا سهل.
هلا اليهود هم من اساس سلطه.
بس تزعلش مني، تعبير اليهود مش غير عن تعبير الاسرائيلي، احنا علاقتنا مع الاسرائيليين.
مع
اليهود منتشرين كل العالم.
مزبوط، خلينا نقول الاسرائيليه.
تعبير اليهود
الاسرائيلي
بعدين اليهود دي ديانه واسرائيل جنسيه، احنا بنحكي قاعدين بوليتيكال كونفليكت يعني.
ايوه بعرف.
اوكي.
الاسرائيليين خلينا نقول جيراننا اللي هم جيران لنا، اليهود كان باستطاعتهم يعملوا احسن من هيك وقدموا عروض للشعب الفلسطيني اكثر من هيك.
Our neighbors. They could have better chances rather than this.
يعني اول عرض خلينا نقول لك عندنا كم سجين في السجون الاسرائيليه. مزبوط. في 7000 8000 سجين.
He is talking about the prisoners.
لو مبادره منيحه منهم اخرجوا على المساجين. الشعب الفلسطيني انت بتعرف
ايموشنال
عاطفه كثير، خلاص بيعتبر انه هاللي ماتوا شهداء الله يرحمهم وترجع الدنيا زي الاول. بس بقى اليهود برضه مش سامحيننا نتنفس. يعني هلا هو بيعملوا مخصوم مع حواره ولا واحد بيطلع فينا، لا انا ولا بسيارتي ولا اي واحد الا بدك تتغلب. مضبوط. هذا صعبه عيشه. انت بترضى تكون سجن كبير شويه بدل ما سجن صغير سجن كبير. خلي الجندي واقف على المخصوم بسكر لك كل المخصوم، وين الناس راحت؟ كلهم حشرت.
يعني انا عانيت من المحصل.
ها؟
He's talking about Israel must offer a good initiative, like releasing of prisoners, make the life more free for the people, take out the checkpoints from the roads. It's like he talking about that Palestinian people are emotional. Anything Israel do on the ground may have effects on the psychological of the people. And maybe forgive or make it normalization.
شكرا.
عفوا يا عمي.
شو اسمك؟
اسمي محمود.
Mahmoud. That's good enough. Anti-normalization. Okay, you know anti-normalization? Okay. Do you agree with the idea of anti-normalization?
Of course.
Okay, what does it mean?
Depends. Like
Let's
you
start
can't
you.
normalize murdering or killing a person. You can normalize normalize the relationship with the Jews. Like I'm calling them the Jews not because I'm racist, just because we used to call them. Yeah, we used to call them the Jews, and it's normalized to. It's normal to normalize the relationships.
Even now under occupation?
Yes, because we are humans. I believe in this. We are humans. They are humans. We can't just have a
You disagree.
relationship.
Sorry.
I disagree, like from one perspective, like there are some examples during the first Intifada and second Intifada. The Jews, they used to call Palestinians to go inside Israel, like refugees from refugee camp. For example, like I am living in the refugee camp. They were like calling like children from our camp to go and to do like summer camps inside Israel. At the same time, our camp was like under Israeli occupation and like military invasion. So they were like asking us to go and do like summer camps. So we consider this kind of like.
But why?
Let's let them send their children and like to the summer camp inside the camp. Why do you don't want me to go there and to do like to normalize with you?
Okay. Well, there's a reason,
And I think
but it has nothing to do with the topic. But yeah.
the hardest point about normalization is like, for example, if I sit with a settler or an Israeli person, and like 2 years after, he stops me at a checkpoint. So where's the deal?
Yeah, but wouldn't that be good already? You're like, hey, man, we know each other.
I guess. No, this is not good to say this, but it's like
Imagine yourself in front of you, among your friends, like, and he's told you like, hey Kusai, how are you?
Yeah.
And he like arresting your friend next to you.
like, for example,
But why? Explain to me that, because Canadian, so what? Who cares? Why is that important?
Like it's about your reputation. The people they will think you are a traitor, or something like this.
Oh, that you're a traitor.
As a
Okay.
social concept is unacceptable here.
Okay.
Okay. But personally, you can go to each individual person in Palestine, and everyone has different thoughts about normalization.
Okay. Wait, did you want to say anything before I ask another update? Okay. So normalization to you means meeting with Israelis, going to sit down for hummus and coffee or whatever and having a conversation?
No, normalization also has like different fields. Like there's like economic normalization. Like to go and to, for me, like I can't accept to go and work in settlement because it's illegal according to international humanitarian law. And also
Would you work in
I can't
Israel?
go to study, even in Israel. I can't go also to work to study at like Jewish like school.
Would you
outside
do that?
Israel.
Would you do that? For example, studying in Tel Aviv University, visiting Tel Aviv. Would you like to do that?
No, even if I have the opportunity.
How does it hurt? Because this is the question, it's the updated question, is how does it hurt the Palestinian cause to do that? How does it hurt Palestine?
Because all the Palestinian like sacrifice that were done during the first Intifada, like during the recent uprising, they will like go like, without nothing, like just who did nothing. Other people who did the sacrifice, like, and you go and normalize, like you just saying, I don't care about your sacrifice.
I think normalization on the social and the economic sides, and it doesn't make any sense. Like it's acceptable. I think it will be acceptable. But in politics, to normalize it, politics like to talk about politics, and I don't know, it's unacceptable because I think the Palestinian side is always surrender. Because
the role of victim.
yeah, and I think social normalization is not called even normalization in its bad non-concept.
Depends what kind of normalization you're talking about.
That's why I'm asking you guys.
Well, for me, social normalization, I don't think I have a problem with that, because for me, I have Jewish friends. I don't know. I'm not familiar with having Israeli friends, but apparently they are. I don't like.
So Jewish friends from not here, from outside of the region.
What do you mean?
You're saying you have Jewish friends?
Jews.
Oh, they're Israeli Jewish
They're
friends.
Israeli.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is, they don't have the Zionist concept that they hold. Now, for my problem comes with political normalization, which the case is the everyday life of Palestinians is being just suffering, going through checkpoints, and this is just dehumanizing of a human being's life, which is unacceptable for, I think, anyone. But for I don't have anything against people themselves because they want to live. I have the problem with the political system, the treatment. That's it.
What do you think of anti-normalization?
Yeah, I think it's very normal here.
No, anti-normalization is the idea is normalization with Israel. That's the idea.
It would be nice. It
Yeah?
would be good, yeah.
Okay, so why? Explain why.
So we'd have more freedom to, move around and go to, other cities like Jerusalem and Jaffa and,
Okay.
Akka. Yeah. Akka.
So you have no problem with like Israelis if they would let you go around?
Yes.
You're not, because some people believe anti-normalization is we're not going to even speak to Israelis until they give us what we want. At least that's my understanding.
No, I'm for peace. It would be nice, yeah. Safe, to live safe.
تطبيع اللي عاملين عليه مشاكل تطبيع
Okay, then it doesn't matter. No, they seem to speak English really well. So, do you believe in anti-normalization?
What is that?
هل أنت مع ولا ضد التطبيع؟
No, you can translate in English. What is anti?
Oh, anti-normalization?
Yeah, in English.
Oh, you guys haven't lived here in a while.
Normalization is
Yeah, I've been here for 3 years, so I'm forgetting my.
Okay, so you heard of the BDS group? It's boycott, divestment, and sanctions. And the idea is that you don't meet with any Israelis or talk to any Israelis or deal with Israel in any way until Israel gives Palestinians what they want.
No, we talk to Israelis. We speak to Israelis. I have a friend that's Israeli. No. Hannah. She was a good friend of ours.
Okay, so the question is, do you support anti-normalization?
بتدعم التطبيع؟
No. Why?
ليش؟
إنه تطبيع محاولة استغلال محاولة استغلال الأراضي أو إشي زي هيك.
He answered the question. He answered an answer shows that he don't know the word anti-normalization meaning in Arabic.
Okay.
So I prefer that you would choose another one.
That's what. Ask him about normalization. What does he think it is?
شو طبيعة سؤالك؟
إيش رأيك في التطبيع؟
تطبيع يعني
I asked him what's your opinion about normalization.
شوف التطبيع يعني مفهومنا العادي انه احنا يعني احنا نتعايش مع الطرف الاخر بكل سهوله يعني كانه ما فيش شيء. التطبيع بيعني اشياء كثيره، التطبيع بيعني انك انت اعتراف في الاخر اللي فارض سيطرته وهيمنته عليك. التطبيع.
He says that normalization is an act of life that you have to live with the other side that you have a conflict with in a good way and easy to get over everything and like to define the other side as he's available and he's located and we have to live with him.
Okay, and does he support normalization or against it?
انت مع او ضد التطبيع؟
انا طبعا ضده.
He's not supporting. Yeah.
And why does he support it?
Not supporting. He's not supporting.
Oh, not supporting. So why doesn't he support it?
ليش انت ضد التطبيع؟
اول شيء التطبيع يعني انك انت قبلت بالامر الواقع.
It means that you accept everything and you accept that there is an occupation, for example.
وانه انا ما فيش عندي مقاومه، مش مقاومه يعني انه مقاومه عسكريه شرط تكون. مش عندي مقاومه ثقافيه او ادبيه.
Raise my hands up and I stop fighting for my land.
So how does he expect to end the occupation without talking to Israelis?
How is he expecting what?
To end the occupation if he doesn't speak to Israelis.
كيف تتوقع انه بدنا ننهي الاحتلال اذا احنا ما بنحكي مع اليهود؟
لا انا ما كنتش ما نحكيش.
He said I didn't say not to talk. I said not to normalize it.
صحيح. الحكي غير والتفاهم غير، يعني الحكي في نمط تفاهم على حقوق مش حكي من اجل الحكي، غير التطبيع.
He said that the negotiations is an example for negotiating with the Israelis, and they are negotiation for like a counted number of points. But for the normalization, it's like talking with them just for talking.
So let's say if I said, come to Tel Aviv and convince people for a Palestinian state, he would say no. What's
يعني إذا قلت لك تعال على إسرائيل واقنع الناس إنه بدولة فلسطين حتحكي ولا لا؟
بحكي إنه أقنعهم في وجهة نظري أنا، يعني مثلا مش شرط إني أقعد أنا وياه واستأنس أنا وياه وأكل أنا وياه وأشرب أنا وياه لكي يقتنع بوجهة نظر، لازم هو يبحث عني زي ما أنا بحاول إني أوصل له فكرتي، لازم يحاول يدور على الفكرة هاي كيف إنه أنا لازم أتعايش أنا وياه، إذا تعايشت أنا وياه هو راح يكون في جانب وأنا في جانب آخر، بس هو يتركني في حالي يعني.
He said that maybe we will have negotiations to get my ideas into his mind and his ideas into my mind, but at the end we're not gonna live together. Each one, if we have peace together, each one will live in a different side.
Does he agree with anti-normalization?
هل أنت مع التطبيع؟
أنا ضد التطبيع.
هو he's regretting the normalization.
Regretting normalization.
Yeah.
Okay, why?
لماذا؟
أعتقد أنا لا يريد الجانب الإسرائيلي التطبيع.
He thinks that the Israeli side is not with the normalization.
What is he when he describes normalization? What does he mean?
يعني إيش معنى التطبيع برأيك؟
التطبيع في باللغة العربية الفصيحة.
In Arabic.
هي لما بتيجي بتروض الحيوان وبتطبعه وبتبلش تطبع فيه شوي شوي. فهي جاي من طرود الحيوانات.
أنا أعتقد إنها للحصان كمان.
هي من الحيوانات بشكل عام ومن الحصان ومن الحمير بشكل عام.
To normalize, it's a word saying to the animals that we are going to normalize them to let them live in another case of life.
Okay.
الشعب الفلسطيني مش شعب حيوان.
And the Palestinians are not animals.
إحنا لنا حقوق تاريخية في أرضنا.
We have historical rights in our land.
وإلنا حقوق دينية.
And we have religious rights also.
وإلنا حقوق وطنية.
We have nations rights.
وإحنا إسرائيل هي اللي أخذت أرضنا مش إحنا اللي أخذنا.
And Israel the one who stole our land. We are not stealing any.
وعلى أساس إنه نطبع مع واحد أخذ أرضنا.
So why to normalize with them?
I don't understand what normalization has to do with being less than or being like an animal, like he says. That doesn't make any sense to me. What does it mean? Like why is he making a connection between being lower?
The word in Arabic, the meaning of the word normalize in Arabic, it's a word is using to normalize the animals to get like if you are catching a horse, you have to bring
taming. It's the word for tame, like to make it.
Of the normalization, the term of the normalization is from the animals, you know.
Okay.
And the Palestinian peoples is not animals.
Of course, no.
We have a right in the land.
So, but wait, let me ask a different question. So, talking to Israelis, how is that bad?
I am not against to talking with Israeli, but Israeli government and the Zionists, they are saying about the justice of the government, يعني يهودية الدولة، وهم دولة دينية متطرفة.
They are a Jewish.
هم بيطلبوا بيهودية الدولة.
And they do believe in the Jewish their country.
هم مطالبهم الآن إن نعترف بيهودية الدولة.
And they want us just to recognize them as a Jewish country living on our land.
Okay,
وإحنا ضد التطرف أيا كان، سواء كان من المسيحيين أو من المسلمين أو من اليهود.
And we are like the people who much religious. If they are Muslims, if they are Christians, or if they are.
That's not the meaning of a Jewish country, but it doesn't matter. We're talking about normalization. So let's say if an Israeli singer wanted to come here and sing for peace, is that allowed?
إذا إجا مغني إسرائيلي وجاي يغني للسلام مسموح له يجي عنا؟
نحن لسنا ضد الشعب الإسرائيلي كشعب.
We are not against the Israeli as the Israeli people.
احنا ضد الذي سلب الشعب الفلسطيني أرضه.
We are against the one who stole the Palestinian lands. اللي هو مين؟
اللي هم الحكومة الإسرائيلية والصهيونية العالمية.
The Israeli government and the global Zionists.
Okay, so normalization.
Normalization, yeah.
Explain what it means according to...
Normalization, the word that I want to explain for you first, but that's something that you don't know. Normalization in Arabic says it's tatbir. The tatbir word in Arabic, what do the people understand it from this word, is that we use it if you get a wild horse and you're gonna make it act very well to like ride it or something like that. We say we are doing tatbir for the horse.
Taming, yep.
Yeah, taming. Which
breaking it in.
Exactly, and it means the normalization. Normalization between the Palestinians and Israelis. It's actually this case is found by the non-governmental organization here in the Palestinian community. Like the non-governmental organization always has targets and aims to do it between the Palestinians and the Israelis, even if it's a peace organization or not. But mostly they are trying to make normalization. If it's for example, between the culture, they are normalizing the life between the boy and the girl. because in the Arabic tradition, it's not something usual to get out with a girl to a cafe in Palestine or something like that. So the non-governmental organization, they do always has projects that will make it breaking ice between boys and girls, let them talk to each other and blah 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 blah. That is which is the peace organization is doing it all over between the Israelis and Palestinians. They are trying to make normalization, to get negotiations with them, to get like some people who has who understand the Israeli culture and the Israeli tradition. At the same time, the people who understand the Palestinian culture and the Palestinian tradition. In order of what? In order of having the biggest dream, in order of having the thing that everyone is looking for, which is peace. And that's it.
So why do you think the anti-normalization people, like BDS, do you know that group?
No.
BDS is boycott, divestment, and...
Yeah, the one who, you mean, they came to the hotel in Ramallah where
Exactly,
it was,
exactly. So
these people, they do just believe, and let me say that I'm not telling about my own opinion.
Yeah.
I'm explaining what's going on. The people who's the BDS is people who has like a loyalty for traditions, a symbol of tradition, a loyalty of a symbol of culture, a loyalty of symbol of let's say a book for them, that Palestine is free for the Palestinians from the river to the sea, Palestine is free for the Palestinians from Lebanon to the Red Sea, and we tried a lot to have negotiations with the Israelis, and they do have some conditions before getting into any negotiations, which is free the Israeli jails from the Palestinian prisoners, give us the right to live on the ground of 1967, get out with your settlements from the West Bank, and give us free media, give us democracy, stop arresting people from the Palestinians, and then we will start negotiations. Before you doing this, we are not gonna do any negotiations.
Okay, and why do they think that way can win?
Because they've tried to get negotiations for a long time with the Israelis. At the same time, when it's Mahmoud Abbas or the Palestinian government is making negotiations with the Israelis, each day a new settlements in the West Bank, new settlements in the West Bank. So why to negotiate? They have the Israelis let us feel that they do have this two faces: a face for negotiations and saying things, and a face is doing something different at all.